Hey, what's up everybody? This is every single video game walkthrough and let's play channel ever, but I swear this one is different because I have more money to spend on recording equipment and I've even got a camera so you can look at me in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, which only about half of my cohorts can do. Make sure to hit that like button and to leave a comment and subscribe, even before I've given you any actual material to work with. So on that note, let's begin.
I'm surprised that you can actually get through all of this with a straight face, because the amount of times that we make fun of people that do that, even though we both watched those videos and listened to those walkthroughs to get through things, I'm surprised you can do all that with a straight face. But that note...
you're supposed to greet people when you start it, but I mean, come on,
everybody, pig, what's up, guys?
The tone of voice and the sound of the voice for everybody's the same, and I mean,
it's just, I don't know. It's like that group of girls that you all knew in high school that are all the same person. They all look the same, they all think the same, they all dress the same, they all sound the same, they all hang out together. They're all the same person, but they're just a little bit different.
Because they have more money to spend on their various
I don't know, maybe.
Or...
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. So.
Okay. So, anyway, on that note, welcome back to Rogue and Paladin. I'm still Rogue.
I'm Paladin, and no, I'm not actually opening up a Let's Play channel.
Yeah, that'd be kind of.
I do appreciate the people that do, though. Those are actually, I mean, for all of my joking about it, I have utilized that many times, and I do greatly appreciate the effort that people put into the public good.
You know, sometimes you push the Paladin thing, I think, a little bit too much, but we'll get into that later. So anyway, this is part 2 of our introduction series of 2 videos that didn't come out really. Whatever, it sounded bad in my head.
Yeah, we changed our mind. We decided to do it to do a follow up. Just extend it a little bit.
So our last question is a little bit longer, and that's why we broke it up into the second podcast. So Paladin's going to start with, what is something that you dislike that it seems everyone else likes?
Jeez, I should just pull up my anime list. Well, I guess that's where a lot of this is coming from. Madoka Magica. I don't like Madoka Magica.
Okay.
I don't like things that, I don't mind bad things happening in shows, but when things don't really, pick up at all, it's just like a downward spiral of grimness, and it's like, hey guys, we're totally... not every other magical girl show. We're totally different because we're dark. We're a dark, edgy, gritty, trippy magical girl show. I didn't enjoy it. I don't watch shows to be depressed or to think about the human condition or whatever.
The last 5% of Last of the Mohicans.
Exactly.
Spoiler: everyone dies.
Last of the Mohicans is a good 95% of the movie, or a good 95% of a movie. So in the end, it's 3 random deaths of half. That's
major
half
characters.
The cast. And
right.
Well, that kind of came out of nowhere. Gurren Lagann, that's another one. I don't know. I didn't really like this animation style of it. I didn't like the. It's difficult to put into words.
Yeah, no, I sort of know what you're saying.
I didn't think it was very funny. I didn't like the utter ridiculousness of it. It's just, if
it wasn't for you.
Yeah, people are allowed to like it. I just wasn't crazy about it.
I feel like we should push that. Really, in every recording that we do, where everything that's going to be on our podcast is 100% our opinion. Feel free to disagree with us. It's an opinion. You're allowed to disagree with opinion. But if I say a factual statement the sky is blue, hopefully people won't disagree with that, but there's always that one guy. That one guy.
He's hippie type, right?
Yes, the damn hippies. They're always ruining everything. We'll get into that in a later episode. Something that I dislike that it seems everyone else likes. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this because I've said this before and I've gotten a lot of flack for it, but I'm gonna explain it a little bit. Beyonce. I don't like Beyonce. I used to like Beyonce a little bit, and just as it goes on, I dislike her. I can take a step back and I can appreciate everything that she does in her community and all of the positive things that she does.
She's a talented performer.
She's a good singer. She's a good just artist, and I'm sure she's a perfectly nice person, as just a human being. But people worship her like she's the second coming of Christ.
Doesn't
and
she
it's
actually
so
have
irritating.
like a cult or something? Somebody formed a cult or
maybe,
something?
Probably. There's probably, if we got on Google right now, we could probably find, the cult, the Church of Beyonce. And,
Beism.
There's people that, like, worship her, whatever. But, you could really argue that about any entertainer. But Beyonce's just, to me, she's overrated.
She's the most publicized of the, like, entertainers with really, really excitable fan bases.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to flip that question, and what is something that you like that it seems everyone else dislikes? And I'm actually going to go first on that one, because mine's really just kind of a basic example, and, before I get into this, though, I once answered the question, what is your guilty pleasure, with the same answer that I'm about to answer this question with, and I don't really like that question about guilty pleasures, because you should never feel guilty about the things that you like. Just like the concept of a guilty pleasure is irritating to me. You shouldn't be made to feel guilty about something that you enjoy or something that makes you happy, right?
Right.
Or, what do you think?
I mean, guilty pleasures, it's, I guess, kind of a behind closed doors kind of pleasure. Like, there are certain things. Okay, what are you making that face at me for?
Okay, go on.
Did I phrase that wrong?
I don't know. It sounds like a sex thing when you say that.
No, it's.
Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna answer the question. What is something that I like that it seems everyone else dislikes? One Direction and really boy bands in general. I don't know why. I can't really explain why. Their music is just really like catchy and it like grabs you. But I feel like everyone's like already, since One Direction like lost some of its members, I guess everyone's sort of moved on from them, and I'm like still listening to their music, and people are like, "You listen to that?" And I'm like, "Yeah," but then again, my mom, 57-year-old woman, listens to Metallica, so that shows where my music tastes came from.
Didn't she have you get her a Disturbed album for Christmas?
Yeah,
year?
Last year I got her a Disturbed album for Christmas, their latest album.
That's fantastic.
All right, so what is something that you like that everyone else dislikes?
I got a handful, actually. Resident Evil 6 is a very common one. People really hate Resident Evil 6. And I mean, I won't argue that it's a good Resident Evil game.
Because it's not.
It's not a horror game. I still had a lot of fun playing it, though. I mean, I thought the gameplay was pretty solid. The voice acting was really good. I mean, sure, the inventory system could have used a little bit of work, but
a little bit of work.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as 5's.
Well, true.
But I mean, like,
can't pick up that egg. My pockets are full of rifles. Resident Evil 5.
I like the game. What are some other things? You know what? If we're going to talk about like not guilty pleasures, but music, I actually like Nickelback.
Yeah, and see, the Nickelback thing has always been like, I don't know, crusade is seemingly the wrong word, but kind of like a crusade of mine. Where did the hatred, where did the intense internet hatred of Nickelback come from? And it's not even real hatred, because I get that there are people that don't like Nickelback. Okay, cool.
Welcome to music.
There are people that like Nickelback. Okay, cool. Where did this like sudden, like 3 or 4 years ago, like somebody just decided to hate Nickelback,
and then everybody,
and then it just exploded, and it became like a living, breathing meme.
I've been literally wondering this for years. I mean, sure, they've got songs I outright dislike. I mean, that's welcome to music, but I don't. I mean, there's plenty of songs of theirs that I do actually like, and I mean, I don't understand where the like ravenous, just aggressive hatred
of Nickelback
of them. It's like, oh, it's the most garbage thing ever. If you like anything related to it, you have awful taste in music.
If we ever get a large fan base of like people, a lot of people we don't know, or a lot of people that. Well, okay, no, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. If we ever, if our show reaches that point where we get to that, there's gonna be somebody that looks back and listens to this podcast and is like, what the fuck? These guys like Nickelback, man. I'm disliking every video and unsubscribing, and they're dead to me.
I'm not gonna hit that comment, subscribe.
Support me on
happen. Patreon. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Twitch TV. Yeah,
that's a lot of ifs, but if that would happen, and I'm sure that happens to like popular podcasters and YouTubers all the time.
Not necessarily over Nickelback, but
I mean, you never know.
Exactly.
All right. So that's all we're gonna do about our second introduction video. We got some sort of planning to do for the next couple episodes of, quote, real episode material. But if you guys have any suggestions for us, please let us know in the comments. And we'll see you guys next time on Rogue and Paladin. Thanks.
Bye.